Welcome to day 5 of the Leveraging LinkedIn email course. Today I'm going to be talking about searching for connections at your target company and also sending personalized messages. So we are on my LinkedIn profile today and I want to show you guys how to search for connections. All right, so I will use my husband again as an example. So one of his target companies is the YMCA in our local area. And I wanted to find the recruiter, the hiring manager, wanted to get him connected to people that actually work at the YMCA so that he could do informational interviews with them and he could expand his network at his target companies. So, one of the very first things that I did was I went to YMCA and then I searched for our local one because YMCA is one of those organizations that has places all over. And so we are on Florida's First Coast. So here I followed or had him follow their company page. And one of the reasons why you want to do that is because LinkedIn will spotlight that you're engaged with the company and that you're engaged with their brand if you follow the company and you comment on their posts. So one of the ways that I wanted to make sure he stood out if he applied to a job with the YMCA is that he was spotlighted as someone that was engaged with their talent brand. You're actually 4 times more likely to get hired at a company if you have connections within the company. So the very first thing you want to do is start making connections right away. So he followed the YMCA page. He started connecting. You'll see here that LinkedIn has already recommended people for me to connect with that work at our local YMCA. I also, to find the actual recruiter and hiring manager, I went to people and I narrowed down my search results. Then I started looking to see who was in human resources and what their role at the company was. And I eventually identified, I think it was like on the 3rd or 4th page of search results. I won't pull up her profile to protect her privacy, but um, eventually I found her. She was the recruiter and the onboarding director for the YMCA, and we found her information and sent a connection request, sent a personalized message. Both he and I connected because I'm one of his advocates, right? So I'm part of his network, but I'm one of his champion connections because he is my spouse. And so what you can do is you can have those who are your champions that are in your network help you in your job search by making introductions to people. My network is much, much larger than his because I'm on LinkedIn every day and I use it. It's a huge function of the work that I do. So you'll see my followership, my connections, the amount of views, posts, search appearances I'm getting on my LinkedIn profile are a lot larger than his, but I've been using it consistently and daily for 10 plus years. So I have more leverage in my network than he does. So look for the champions. Do you have a spouse, a best friend, a family member who's much more active on LinkedIn than you are, who might be able to make an introduction or might be able to get you connected? Anyway, so we searched for the HR person at the YMCA of Florida's First Coast. We found who we were looking for. We connected with who we were looking for on LinkedIn, sent connection requests. And then this is outside of LinkedIn, but I want to share this with you because it's really important. You can go to mailscoop.io, and my colleague and friend Austin Belsack, he runs this website, Cultivated Culture. But this is what I did to help my husband find the email address and contact information for the recruiter and the hiring manager at his target company. We went to mailscoop.io. We put in her name. This is the name that we found on LinkedIn. Then we put in the company website. And we know the website because, we Googled it and we know what the name of the company is. Then we click find it. This gives us the possibilities for her email address. Now, the next thing you want to do is check it to make sure it's a valid email address. So you go to mailtester.com. You click start for free, you log in with your information, and then what this does is you type in the email address of the person that you want to verify, and you click verify, and it will tell you whether that email address is valid or not. So then you'll know whether you have the right email address for the recruiter or the hiring manager that you're trying to reach. Now you've completely circumvented having to apply online and having to go through applicant tracking systems, because now you can send a message on LinkedIn and an email to the person that you want to connect with. And that will help you to get all the way around the applicant tracking system, so you're not getting stuck by whatever screening parameters they have up to automatically knock people out of the search process, or if you have an untraditional background, or you're worried about age bias, or any combination of roadblocks. This is how you overcome those roadblocks using LinkedIn. It took me less than 5 minutes to find the hiring manager at his target company. And then you just repeat this over and over and over again. So obviously you have more than one target company. Let's say you have a list of 10 or 20 companies that you want to target. You just go through, you find the hiring manager, you connect with them on LinkedIn, you look up their email address. And I'm a really big fan of you sending a personalized message when you connect with them on LinkedIn. And, be authentic in your message. Say, hi, I wanted to connect with you because I'm really interested in following the work of whatever company it is, or I'm open to new opportunities in this industry. These are the type of roles that I'm looking for. I saw that you have a position available, saw it posted on LinkedIn. I just wanted to reach out and express my excitement about the role, my interest in the role, and let you know that I believe I'm a good fit because, and then mention any experience or accomplishments that you have that relate back to the position. And then also talk about values alignment. So where do your values align with the company's values? For instance, I'll use my husband again as an example. One of the reasons why he really values the YMCA is because they're a community-focused organization, and their values are about building the community, developing the community, and the individuals within the community. And he has a heart for serving the community. He has volunteered as a coach and volunteered with various charitable organizations in our area as a way to give back and to help grow and develop our community. And so there's the values alignment there. And whenever I write a cover letter for him, or whenever he reaches out to a target person in his network, he mentions that values alignment. That's a common connector. So make sure that you're doing that when you're reaching out to connections on LinkedIn, that you are pointing to any common points of connection. You're talking about values and why it is that you want to reach out. Okay, so I hope that this short, sweet, simple 5-day leveraging LinkedIn email course has been incredibly helpful for you. I will tell you that all of these strategies and tips are things that we use with our own clients, and that I have, even as I've shown you all week long, used with my husband in his own personal job search, and they work. You saw the analytics for his profile. He had a 7,500% increase in profile views. He quadrupled his network starting with 0. So in 4 days, he went from hardly any connections to almost 100 connections. And he had recruiters reaching out to him in less than 24 hours. So I want you to know that these strategies and these activities that I'm advising you to do, they work if you use them and you implement them. So my recommendation is take some time today, go back through and rewatch the videos. If you haven't already done what I've recommended in videos 1 through 4, go ahead and knock those out and then tackle what I've suggested in today's day 5 video. And I look forward to sharing more advice and more strategies with you via email soon. And if you have any questions or need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. And you're also very welcome to send me a connection request on LinkedIn or follow me on LinkedIn. I post daily job search advice there and love to interact with my followers on LinkedIn. So thanks so much for joining me for this 5-day course, and I look forward to being in touch soon. Have a great day. Bye.